Get ready for a brand new adventure with Drew Pendous and his mighty penultimate. In today's episode, Drew's gonna battle the dragons and save Icicle, the coolest place ever. But like literally, the coolest place. It was story time at Cool School, and Miss Booksy was getting ready to read to the class. But this wasn't just any story time.
It's Animal Week, kids, and you know what that means.
Ooh, I know. That means we get to learn about all our favorite animals and see where they live and what they eat and how they sleep and who their friends are and...
Shh!
Finn, I told you gotta keep it down if you want to come to story time with me.
Kids, you remember Finn, Drew's awesome sidekick who helped save the ocean from the giant seaweed monster and a gang of super mean pirates. Well, this time Drew sketched him his very own tank. Now he can be a sidekick wherever he goes.
What if I got myself into?
That's right, Finn. We're going to learn all about animals, and we're starting with Yetis. That's why I've brought in a special guest. Class, meet Pip, the Yeti.
Flying fishtails! I always wanted to meet a real-life Yeti. This is the most awesome day ever!
Shh!
Pip is from a small town called Icicle. He's going to read us lots of stories about his friends and family.
I'll tell you everything you want to know, but I gotta warn ya, it's been a rough time for my family back home.
What's the matter, Pip? Is everything okay?
Well, the ice cream man gets his ice from Ivan the ice maker. Freshest ice in all of Icicle. And he was saying he might go out of business soon because all the ice has started melting.
Yikes! Ice melting in Icicle?
Yep. Pretty soon my mom and pop and little sis will have to pack up and move.
Homeless Yetis? That is so sad.
There's gotta be a way to keep the ice from melting, and I'm gonna figure it out.
Woohoo! Hero Drew and sidekick Finn, take two. The dynamic duo blazing the trail, conquering the world, go where none have gone.
Yeah, okay, we get it.
Wow, this guy's a yapper. Don't make him like that where I come from.
Drew whipped out his mighty penultimate and drew super cool propellers. You know, the kind they have on helicopters.
There you go. Now you'll be able to fly right beside me every step of the way.
Wow, I can fly!
Okay, Finn, we've got work to do.
Drew pulled out his penultimate and drew an awesome flying sled, which he used to fly him and Finn up in the air to Icicle.
Whoa! Pip was right. All the ice is melting.
Suddenly, Drew and Finn heard some music playing, but they didn't get far before a splash.
Ah! Help! This water's freezing.
Have no fear, sidekick Finn to the rescue. Hold on tight, Hero Drew. I'll get you out of there in no time.
Phew, that was close. Thanks, Finn.
Glad to be of service, Hero Drew.
Let's go.
Strangest birds I've ever seen.
Probably one of Marge's. Those puffins are no lookers.
There it is. The music's coming from behind that ice rock.
Hold on tight, gonna be a steep landing. Whoa!
Oof, we've got to work on that landing.
Hero Drew, I think we've got a bigger problem on our hands.
Sure enough, standing just a short distance away was a gang of humongous, super scary, fire-breathing dragons.
Aha! Looks like we solved the mystery of the melting ice. It's a bunch of dragons having a barbecue.
Wow, I didn't see that coming. Don't dragons know they can't go around melting all the ice just so they can have hot dogs? I'm gonna give them a piece of my mind.
Finn, no!
Hey, dragons, you're melting all the ice and icicle with your fire breath, and soon there'll be nothing left but puddles of water, and all the Yetis will have to move out and find a new home,
Jeez, you talk a lot for a fish.
Excuse us, dragons. What my friend is trying to say is that we're wondering if you could stop breathing fire and melting all the ice.
I don't know. We're dragons. We breathe fire. It's kind of how we roll.
That is pretty cool.
We throw this barbecue every spring, usually in the desert. But this year there was a music festival going on and the desert was filled with people. So we came to Icicle where it would be quieter.
Yeah, dragons have a right to a barbecue like anybody else.
This is our barbecue and we'll do what we want.
Watch out, Hero Drew!
Drew ducked just in the nick of time. Thinking quickly, he whipped out his penultimate and drew the ultimate dragon fighting weapon, a giant water shooting machine.
Fire's no match against water. You're going down, dragon.
Yeah, you're all washed up.
Drew used his super powerful water shooter to wash out every fireball that came his way, until finally, the dragons just got super tired and needed a break. I'm hungry. Let's have a burger and pick this up later.
Wait just a sec. I think there may be a better way to solve this.
Then Drew pulled out his mighty penultimate and sketched the coolest, most awesome, high-power mega barbecue grill, where the dragons could breathe all the fire they wanted without melting the ice.
This thing will fire up all your hot dogs and burgers perfectly.
Whoa! Oops, that one was an accident.
So this thing cooks burgers better than plain dragon breath, and it's super fun to use?
You got it. But you can only have it if you promise not to melt any more ice with your fire breath.
You got a deal, kid. This thing is awesome.
Phew, what a day. Guess we better make our way back to cool school.
Hey, let me give you a ride. Least I could do after you gave us this awesome barbecue. Drew and Finn jumped onto the back of their brand new dragon friend and flew way, way, way up into the sky.
Brr, getting cold out here again. Looks like the heat wave is finally over.
Yeah, I think the sun is getting to me too. I thought I just saw a dragon with a superhero and a fish fly by. It's definitely time to go inside.
And so, kids, Drew saved the day once again. Icicle finally stopped melting. The Yetis could stay in their homes, and Drew got to ride on the back of a dragon.
Thanks for the ride, Dragon. Enjoy that barbecue.
Hey, we reserved the South Pole for the 4th of July. I'll send you an invite. Catch you later.
Whoa! That was the most awesome day ever! We met dragons and dodged boiling hot fireballs and shot.
Oh boy.
Moral of the story, kids, always look for fire-breathing dragons when your ice is melting. And make sure you've got a super cool barbecue grill. It'll make a bunch of partying dragons awfully happy. Oh, and yeah, be kind to Yetis.
A special shout out to Malexi for suggesting I draw a water machine. That was a great idea. Be sure to comment on what I should draw on my next adventure. Don't forget to subscribe and hit like. Bye.